All right, welcome to the last video of this current playlist. The last video was about vulnerability reporting concepts. Now we're going to go over vulnerability patching and attack surface management. It's not going to take, well, depends. So we're going to do some Windows patch management, some Linux patch management techniques for both. So let's go ahead and start it right on. And as soon as the server loads for us, we could get started. All right, so now let's actually, well, we already got the server manager open. So let's take a look at the Active Directory for the users and computers. And then let's see. Then we want to do new organizational unit. And then we want to do production workstations. All right. Okay, here. All right, and we see our folder here. So let's see. Next thing here, the new group. And then let's see, production workstations. All right. And then okay here. Let's go to computers. And we're going to do, okay, move. So we're going to move into, let's see. There it is. All right. Then we're going to do properties. Then add don't like it all. Okay. Of course, check name. Perfect. And we're going to apply. Right, perfect. Now we've just created an organizational unit, right? So now the Windows workstation has been added to the organizational unit, and depending on the org size, several other workstations may be added in a production environment. Now we're going to create a Windows workstation update group policy. Let's see, let's go back to the server management. Group policy management, there we go. Then let's open this up, open that up. All right, and then let's see, got that here. All right, perfect. Session, workstation, update policy, not policy. All right, there it is. Now we can see it displayed here. So actually, we want it added here. All right, so then we can do computer configuration, policies, administrative, and the window components. Right, and then let's see, Windows updates. Okay. Actually, I think it should be. There it is. No, some other. There it is. All right, perfect. All right, there it is. That's what I was looking for. All right, perfect. So now I'm going to make sure it's enabled, right? And then let's see, it should be a drop down here. Let's do auto download and schedule the install. And then install during the, install during automatic maintenance. And then 6 every Friday, 1600, which would be 4 o'clock. See, okay. Now, group policy has been created to ensure the production workstation will check and install Windows updates every Friday at 1600, which is 4 o'clock. The policy can be configured accordingly to the company's requirements on how regularly updates need to be applied to workstations. Me personally, if it was something in a real world scenario, I would probably do it a bit later, probably around between 5 and 6 or something like that, because typical 9 to 5, at least just in general. So now I'm just going to go ahead back to the Windows update here, and I'm going to go to the remove access to pause update. Not there. Enable, of course. Perfect. So now I'm just going to close this out. There we mapped up another PowerShell. Policy. Enforced. Okay. All right. Perfect. It should. Let's see if it did. It should have had a pop-up. Usually it would access, are we sure? Make sure it's enforced. Yeah, it is. All right, perfect. So let's actually pivot on over to the other server. We're gonna do a few things there. All right, perfect. So we got everything rocking and rolling for this. See, for this server. So let's go ahead and open everything up. And of course, as I mentioned, we're going to update the policy. Perfect. Shouldn't take long at all. There's of course in the group policy I just created. So now we can do. Yep, this. All right, perfect. So now it's executing the command that's going to display the applied group policies on the device. And let's see, should be able to see computer settings. There it is, all the computer settings right there. Now, the created production workstation update group policy, right, has been successfully applied now to the device, which ensures that Windows updates will be applied according to the policy, right? So let me minimize this and then update. All right, let's see here. Now, if we notice, we'll see a pause update option is unavailable, indicating that the group policy also just a reinforcement that it has been applied successfully. So I'm just going to close this window here, and we're going to move over to, now that was Windows patch management techniques, or a technique, and the different ways to reinforce verifying that we were accomplished. Now we're going to do some Linux patch management techniques. So Linux devices, just like any other OS or device, must be updated regularly to ensure the latest security patches are installed, right? So they're released to remediate discovered vulnerabilities for the OS or installed software. So let's see, so we're going to create an updated script. Let's see, to do that, let's see, do I have to Kali? No, I'm going to do this one. And this should be loaded here in a second. All right, so we're rocking and rolling from for this particular server. So we're gonna head to the terminal, and then let's do this command here. Then of course, falsify the password. And now we can move forward with the next command, update. There it is. Oh, screw up cloth. That is perfect. So I'm just gonna just create a new file using the Vim text editor, right? So now that I'm in the root window, I'm just gonna press I so I can insert, right? So then I'm going to do just for some bash here. And then on the next line, let's do update Y. Then you can do this one. Not sure. I think. All right. There it is. All right, perfect. So out of the Vim text editor was used to create a script that will check and install the latest updates for the OS. So now back in the terminal, I'm just going to do, let's make sure it's the right. Yeah, that's good. All right, perfect. So now it's going to make the update .sh file executable. So then we can list. Perfect. So now it displays the file permission of the update for the .sh file, and that is an executable file. So I'll leave the terminal open for now. So what we're going to do is now create a scheduled update task, and it can be created to run at a scheduled time to ensure Linux OS has the most up-to-date updates installed. So it can be run at a specific time to ensure it will not affect productivity. Pretty much the exact same concept that we're applying from the Windows patch management technique, right? So let's actually, all right, perfect. Yeah, we're on the right server. So that's that. So there's no cron tab for root. Actually, you know what? Let me mix this out. Then let's do the cron. Okay, so no cron tab. All right, so typically that utility would be able to schedule regular tasks on a Linux device. So executing that command usually displays the scheduled tasks for the device. Let me try this one here. Okay, so allow me to do a bash. All right, so I can insert, let me do that here. So I'll do this. Actually, let me space these out. Then oops. All right. Now, a cron job is going to be created to run every Friday at 6 a.m. Executing the update script as the root user. Several other options are available to run scheduled tasks, of course, at specific times. So So let's do that here. Let's do perfect. It should be in the root, but not. So actually, let's see if it works. Okay. So now it executes the command displaying that the cron job has been scheduled to run at a specified time now that I've executed that script. So we're officially good to go. This is the last video of this playlist. Just for a brief recap, we've done some vulnerability patching and attack surface management, particularly Windows patch management techniques and Linux patch management techniques. I'll see you in the next series.